Good afternoon. What we're going to cover today is miscellaneous spending, hence the title. So, how do I get a handle on miscellaneous spending? Let me give you a brief history for those of you guys that don't know and gals. So, the way I budget is I have like probably 12 or 13 budget categories. And and for the predictable stuff, I have lines. So, like home stuff, bills that I know come every month, car stuff, car repairs, um, insurance, health, things like that, things that come every month. And I have a pretty broad miscellaneous category. The miscellaneous category for me is $1,700 a month. And what I wanted to do was, as I'm getting closer to the end of the year, I wanted to start kind of just looking at next year as a start. It's September, so I'm going to start looking at next year. And I was just curious, like how much money I'm going to have to bring forward, where my accounts are at, and so miscellaneous spending is a big part of that. So I went to do my, hey, I'm going to do find out what's going on, make sure I put everything right in miscellaneous spending. How much is it? Is it tracking on my 1,700 a month? And it's everything. It's movies, it's aspirin, it's basically every ad hoc expense that I can think of, that I can't think of actually. So normally, the way I do that is I dump all those transactions in Excel, and then I do a bunch of pivot tables, and I do a bunch of comparing and things of that nature, formatting, and it's just generally kind of a pain. So this year, as you've been following my videos, I've been getting more into ChatGPT. So I thought, as I started doing this, I was hitting a couple problems in Excel, and I was just annoyed. And I'm pretty good at Excel, and I said, I shine this. I'm just going to do it in ChatGPT. I'm sure there's some inherent risks in this, um, but I'm I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think people can do a lot of damage to this. All my accounts are set to second level authentication, so it pings my phone number before it'll let you do anything. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that today. As usual, I start out on my, on where I'm at now. This is the beginning. This is the end. Blah blah blah. All right, so let's show you what I did. So I'm just going to show this for a second. I love Right Capital, but so the way I got my miscellaneous spending stuff is I went into dashboard, budget, transactions. I clicked year to date. I picked miscellaneous expenses to 77, and I hit export. Now, just so you know, on the third round of this video, it dawned on me that I had the account data in there, which is okay. You see a couple of these, that's fine. But I had all the account data, all the accounts there, and that didn't make me feel super comfortable. So I re-recorded the video. I deleted the account column from the spreadsheet and went from there. So let's go ahead and go. I went into ChatGPT. I'm going to create a new chat. You can see this is from my third chat I've been doing. Let's call this the last one. So I'm going to upload my file. It's in downloads, transactions 3, because I cleaned it out. So it's going to go ahead and do that. And then once we do that, we're going to say, really what I'm trying to find out is, this is year to date, trying to find out what is my monthly spending that I'm spending. Let's see, let's do this. Analyze, I never tried this, my spending by month. So let's see what it does. I haven't actually asked it this before, so it's showing you. You can see the account is gone. The vendor's still there in the memo. So it's going to look at this. It's going to say, here's your monthly spending. So you can see if just by looking at this. And by the way, this has been cleaned up a little bit because I went in earlier in preparation for this, because I was just doing it for me basically. And I noticed I had some months that were really big. So I said, hey, give me this month, the detail, give me the top spenders in this month, and it would give it to me. And I noticed I had classified paying my taxes and miscellaneous spending. I had actually done it, one of my property taxes in miscellaneous spending. And so it's kind of cleaned up, but you can use it for all that. So you'll see this is my total spending. It tends to go up in May and June, which is interesting. I'm going to tell you something in a minute. So I'm just going to say, let's see, I've broken it down. You can scroll through. Okay, but I would like a bar chart. So it didn't really do tons of analyzing. It just did it. So I'm just going to say bar chart. Let's see what it does. I'm really fighting hard not to say please. I should probably say please so that uh, No. So that when I'm talking to normal people, I say please and thank you. So let's just take a look. So here's my bar chart. Now, what's really interesting about this is that you'll see my biggest spending is in May. So it's interesting, like, or June, sorry. So I wonder what's going on in June that I'm spending so much. So we're going to answer that question in a minute. But what's interesting is it's not real high in July and August. I can tell you the reason it's not real high in July and August, which is true for a couple other categories in my budget as well. Is that interestingly enough, when I go into July and August, that's when we tend to do our vacations, end of July and August. So what ends up happening inevitably is we go on vacation, and I have a vacation budget for that. So as a result, what happens? I'm not spending as much on food. I'm not spending as much on other budgets because I'm specifically on vacation and booking all that stuff to vacation. So it's not surprising that you see that I see them come down in July and August. So would you like me? So what I want to do, keep it simple, is I want to see what was going on in June. So I'm going to say, what were my top vendors in June? I use the word vendor. I don't know. Maybe there's a better word for that because I'm curious. What did I spend? Withdrawals, cash withdrawals. Oh, so into Top Golf. Looks like New Jersey Easy Pass. That's New Jersey's um, tolls. Now, this is interesting. So you can see right away, one of the things it's not doing for me is combining Amazon, which I can see why. So I'm going to ask it to combine anything from Amazon into one vendor. And it should do that going forward too. So I'm curious if it's got, okay. So it was smart enough. It said, hey, here's your top vendors in June. So you can see I spent a lot on Amazon. I brought the kids to Top Golf, which is, I think it was my birthday, but I had to pay for it all. External withdrawal from Rocket Money. I think this is when I bought the app. I had to buy the app for it. Um, so you'll see it, you can find out really quick what it is. Now, that's just June. So what if I want to find out? Oh, here, let's read. I combine all my Amazon line into one item. Your Amazon spend in June was 515, making your top vendor of the month. Cool. Would you like me to do the same? Yes. I would like it going forward to consolidate all of those. So I'm going to tell it to do that. And this would be such a pain in a spreadsheet. Like if I had to do this in a spreadsheet, what I would probably do is do a replace for anything with Amazon. I don't know what I would do. It would be a pain though. So this is monthly vendor by spend. This is just monthly by vendor. Okay, I mean, that's interesting, but not a big deal. Let's go in here and just say, give me top vendors for the year. I mean, I know it's a year. Let me just say top vendors. Let's see how many it gives me. Just kind of curious. Does it give me 20? Does it give me 50? How many did it give me? Amazon leads. Oh, it gave me top 15. So that's fine. So if we were to look through this, you'll see I spend a fair amount at CVS. Unfortunately, there isn't a good way. It is a lot. I'm surprised I spend that much at CVS. Um, And we're going to find out. So Amazon, no surprise, cash withdrawals are actually a pain for me. I do a lot of cash withdrawals, not a lot, but I do a fair amount, and I don't know how to classify them because I don't get a memo. I wish I could go in when I do the cash withdrawal from the bank and put in a memo. Maybe I'll try that. Maybe it will let me do that. So here's some, checks that I cashed that are top vendors, but you can see, and it kind of makes sense, right? It's all going to be little stuff. Let's find out though. Show me CVS transactions. It seems funny. It seems like, is that one transaction for $396? So that's interesting. I guess it consolidates all the CVS stuff. I always go to the same CVS. That's why. If there was a different CVS, it'd probably show up. Oh, I could do by month. Oh, look at this. You can see how much? Yes. I want to see if there's one month in general that I had a lot of CVS spending. It's pretty average. So that's interesting. I didn't. This is kind of cool. I didn't even realize I spent that much at CVS. It would be great if CVS would actually tell me what it was I bought. Then I could start figuring out what's going on. So all's that to say, we charted it. We did a total. I think we did an average. Um, what is the? Oh, see, the average monthly spend for um, average monthly spend for the year. Now, this is interesting. Is it going to give me just CVS or is it going to do for all transactions? Okay, it did it for everything. So 828. Do you want me to also recalculate the total spending for year to date? I don't know if there's any reason for that. It should be the same. I can say yes, I guess, and we can take a look what it's going to do. It's the same though. I didn't make anything different. Okay, so that's really interesting, right? This would be kind of wild. Yes, as a pie chart. So show me. It's asking me to break it down by categories. I want to ask it to do it as a pie chart, so I can take a look. Now, clearly, I could do all this stuff in Rocket too, but so this is kind of cool. So Amazon, and I wonder if there's like drill downs on this thing. Uh, Switch to interactive chart. What does that mean exactly? Oh, it doesn't seem to be very interactive. Interactive to me would be you drill down. Here's a pie chart. Would you like me to also show a pie chart? Like, that's not very interactive. To me, interactive means, let's ask, can I drill down to see details? Let's see what it says. From the pie chart, you can pick a slice, and I can show you all detailed transactions. I tried that. How? Yes. For example, from category, would you like to drill down by vendor category or month? Let's go vendor. Let's see what it does. Perfect. Which vendor would you? No, see, this isn't what I want. I'm not very happy about that. Um, so I'm going to go out of the interactive one. It's really not like it's not interpreting the way I would want to do it. So it says, which would you like me to drill into? For example, Amazon or another. See, that doesn't really help me much. Like, it's saying, sure, you can drill down, but you have to drill down from here. I want to be able to drill down from here and have it show on the side. So this is interesting, right? So 38% is Amazon withdrawals. I wonder if what did they say by category? Can I do this? Oh no. Oh wait, is this the drill down? No, that's just color. Okay. So anyhow, and then you can close that back out again and collapse the chart, which I think is pretty cool. So you could see you can do a lot with this thing. Like, if I sat here for another half hour, I'd probably be doing even more interesting stuff, which you could see I did. What did I do in some other ones? Oh yeah, I started looking at Easy Pass. Here's my top vendors. This is some of the chart it gave to me. But see, it tried at one point to give me an upside down chart. At one point, it gave me some interesting information. After combining everything with Amazon, here was my top vendors. Like, just to show you, it does a lot of interesting stuff. There was one, let me see if I can find it. And then I got to stop because I'm going to run out of time. And for you too. Um, it gave me like stuff like this was interesting. See, I uploaded new file, and when it did the new file, it said, "Oh, here's your top month. Here's your average monthly spend. Here's your August 2025 total spend." Because I was looking at August because I had some I misclassified some stuff. So anyhow, like, the point is to show you how to do it. Like, my numbers don't mean all that much to you. I mean, they're probably interesting. I don't know where they stand compared to your monthly spends, but this is a lot of my miscellaneous stuff. It's interesting. Sight and Sound Theaters. We're going somewhere in Pennsylvania. We spent 4% on movies, 4% on dentist stuff. So anyhow, you could do all this stuff yourself, but this was lots of fun. I thought it was cool, so I thought I would show you how I did it. I'm probably going to be even coming up with more ChatGPT ChatGPT stuff because I tend to be using it a lot. I'm probably going to resist the temptation. I'm probably not going to resist the temptation. I got this. I'm going to put all my transactions for the year into it. I'm kind of curious what you guys think of that. Especially, I know there was a couple. There seemed to be one person watching that knew a lot about ChatGPT. I would love to know from you guys what the reasons why I wouldn't put all my transactions in there and if that's a huge risk because I could probably get all sorts of really cool information out of this thing if I just dump all my transactions for the year into it. So anyhow, thanks for watching. Thought it was interesting. I'll be publishing that out tomorrow because I thought it was really cool and lots of fun. So take care, do your best, hang in there. If you can't retire now, keep saving, keep planning, keep planning. That's the most important thing.